I wish I could read it, man. I'm wondering, like, what's in there. Yeah, okay, that's the camp which is cleared. Man, the map is freaking huge. That sucks that I can't explore everything. I hate this. Oh, the marauders are dead here. Yeah, we'll explore later. Not gonna lie, the no exploring like rule I'm enforcing on myself
We don't want any trouble.
is rough. It's pretty rough.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
I literally just told you that.
Wandering around my camp. Know that I got my sights on you.
Sorry, guys. So wait, where can I find her?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay.
Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No.
Hey,
I'm
Shenbon, what's up,
sorry.
man?
That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
I wasn't lying. Unless marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places. Oh, God. No, don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I got questions about Zoe.
I'll tell you what I can.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
That's weird. You snooped around in her room.
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Maybe the marauders took her away.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
I mean, it's fine. I always stream at this time, especially during the week. Because that's the only time I can stream at because of work. But yeah, no, it's fine. How well do you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personable. I can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Okay, well, I mean...
What is it?
Nothing. I'm gone. Okay, we gotta find a Zoe, I guess. But not before we go into here and talk with the lady, because we have to take on the main quests. Keep at it.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Oh, dude, I know Oddworld. It was so good. Back in the day. I think it was a... Was it a PS1 game, maybe? I want to say. I'm not sure. I don't remember what was the original console it came out on. But yeah, those were great. It's been a long while, yeah. I think didn't they release one like 10 years ago or something, like a newer one, like a more recently than the originals? Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
You'll have to say a lot more than that. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off the power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Hey, it's all good, man. Reed asks me to divert your power over to him. You mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator and need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Ooh. I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I mean, I'd consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay. Again, it sucks that I have to freaking... Dude, I'd love to freaking, like, steal everything and do a bunch of stuff, but I gotta go and get the thing going. Personal file. Hack. First entry. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational. Mostly the soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of salt tuna lingering on my tongue, day in, day out. I want something fresh. Something that grows out of the earth. Last entry? Nope. Last entry. We found another worker from Edgewater, ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state. Fevers, shallow breathing, delirious, must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Okay, I mean, she's pretty good. Experimental notes. First entry. I'm hereby repurposing the botanical lab from its original conception as a gear into soulless automaton of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Spacer's Choice product, it is cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturists failed to produce a single viable crop, something about the soil being too poor. I'm determined to find a way. May the Eternal smile upon my endeavors. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environments as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour. It's true. I don't know quite how to explain that. I'm sure the scienticians will say something about biology or the carbon cycle, but I can conclude after months of my own experimentation that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials, just as nature intended. Okay, I mean, I honestly was expecting like a dark turn here, like something that would have told me like, oh, she's batshit insane, and like if I support her, it's the same as supporting the bad guys. But so far, she seems good.
Got it. Inside voices.
Okay. Maybe there's like another area that'll tell me like something dark or sinister is going on. But I mean, so far, seems kind of okay. Seems fine. Oh, this leads outside, okay. What about that one? Not outside. The latrines. Alright, it's done that way. I don't want to spend too much time looting this place. We'll come back. We'll come back and we'll loot all the things. Oh shit. For now, though, we gotta go to the main story quest. Because my fatigue is about halfway down. That's a weird thing. I really wish it wasn't that way and you could just rest whenever.
He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh. Hello. I'll take those, thank you. Hey, I can pick them up off the ground. That's not stealing. Haha. Man, I need more games in this universe. I really like this universe so far. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate how, like, you can't even jump those things. It's really annoying. I mean, you sort of can, but you can't at the same time. It's like the game isn't made to allow for that. At least a follower can, like, actually follow me. Okay, the mechanical sentries are going to be a problem, though. No, I can't even... Oh man, it's a lot of robots and dudes. Okay. I have very, very little ammo. Orthrus? Dude, that's a named dude. Another assistant. My name is Kane Van Acker. I'm Spacer's Choice Ethologist, specializing in the fauna of Terra 2. Currently, I'm studying the hunting behavior of feral canids. I managed to find a nice hiding spots beside a rather large pack of canids. This is the largest pack of feral canids I've ever seen in the Vale. In a sufficient large pack, canids will hunt just about anything. This pack could probably take down a small group of primals, given the chance. Smaller packs tend to give a wide berth to the primals roaming this region. Sprats and terrores, however, are fair game for even a lone canid. They may not have encountered primals, but this pack of canids made quick work of a marauder camp they found. I'm afraid I may have to move on before I can study this pack closely. I'll have to leave my things for one of my assistants to pick up later. One of your assistants that only has, that doesn't have his legs anymore. Got his legs taken out. Or blown off or whatever. Okay, that guy's gonna be a problem, man. Also, where's my ship? Is that my ship? It is. Oh man, I'm so far. I have to save, man. I can't take the risk. I wish I could rest in my ship right now. Like, it sucks that I can't. Man, please. Let me find like one spot I can rest in. Can I just rest? Oh, I can rest here.
Devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please
Oh, I feel so dumb now. Okay, but I mean, there's no rush then. Oh, that's cool though.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal.
Oh man, look at this. Oh, chat, this feels so good. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, I need to something that's not alcohol. Energy brew. I'll just doing that. It's fine. It's probably not enough though. If you need to stay alert, Spacer's Choice will give you perk, voted #1 drug in the colony. Among Spacer's Choice made caffeine-based speed-altering products. Does that count as like a drink? We need to go on for just a couple more hours. We're getting there. Let's do one more. Mushrooms and algae come together in the best cold brewed beer you've ever tasted. Taste the flavor of the Rocky Mountain. Ugh. Like I said, these are alcohol. I can't take that. Dehydrated water tablets. Water without the hydrogen or oxygen. Sugar drink. Body attributes +1. Wait, does that actually count as a drink? It does! Okay, this is hilarious. I love it. We need a lot more than that. We're full. Okay, cool. Oh man, this is such great news, guys. Oh my god. I'm so happy that we can just rest there. I honestly thought that we were gonna be stuck and forced to do other stuff, but we're not. So that's good. That means we can go back to town and actually explore the town. Even we can explore the environs here. I don't feel so bad now because like I got a companion now, so we can take on these primals or whatever is down here. A primal hunter. Sure. Oh shit, she's dead? Wait. I wonder if she's dead. Is she dead? I think she's dead. I need to change maybe the way she behaves. Oh, nice. Hold on, guys. Okay. Yeah, that's honestly going to be a problem because she needs to stay away. Oh man, these assault rifle hit for a lot. Holy balls, dude. Heck yeah. I wonder if she has enough. What's her stats? She doesn't have anything specific. Okay, so aggressive. The company always engage in attacks when the player enters combat. Mixed range. Let's keep her on range. Okay. Yeah, this is tough, man. I gotta keep my ammo for the big guy. Oh, dude. I wish she would heal herself, man.
Where are we headed?
She doesn't heal herself. It's pretty annoying. Okay, we can explore here. Marauder Thug. I'm just so happy, guys, that we can now explore. That makes me really happy. I was really afraid of, like, not being able to explore properly and just missing a bunch of stuff. Now we can just go back and... Another assault rifle. Heavy ammo. Not gonna say no to that.